Are the Golden State Warriors on the brink of a monumental move? Rumors are swirling about a potential trade that could bring an electrifying six-time All-Star to the Bay, reigniting our championship hopes. With the Miami Heat lowering their asking price, could we finally see our Warriors pull the trigger on a deal that enhances our playoff aspirations? This isn't just speculation, it's a game-changer in the making. If you want to stay in the loop about every twist and turn of this thrilling saga, hit that subscribe button and give us a like. The Golden State Warriors are back in the mix for a potential trade involving six-time NBA All-Star Jimmy Butler. And let me tell you, this development has me both excited and anxious. According to Kevin O'Connor from The Ringer, the Miami Heat have lowered their asking price, making this a pivotal moment for our franchise. This comes after Butler's recent indefinite suspension, which has not only shaken up the Heat, but put them in a position where they're desperate to move him. ESPN's Brian Windhorst echoed this sentiment, stating that the Heat are indeed looking to finalize a deal and are more willing to negotiate than they were a few weeks ago. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Heat's desire to avoid taking on sizable contracts beyond this season opens a door for the Warriors. With 3 available first-round picks and some expiring contracts, we have the assets that could entice Miami. Plus, let's not forget Andrew Wiggins, who not only fits the salary matching requirement, but could also be a valuable asset for the Heat as they strive for a playoff push. It's a win-win scenario where we can potentially acquire a superstar without completely gutting our roster. But here's the kicker. Just a few weeks back, the Warriors were reluctant to include both Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga in trade talks for Butler. While Butler's talent is undeniable, concerns about his age and injury history made the front office hesitant. I get it. I really do. We all remember the whispers of Stephen Curry urging caution against making a desperate deal that could mortgage our future. But now, with the Heat's lowered price, the dynamics have shifted. Could Butler be the co-star who elevates us back into title contention? Honestly, I'm torn. He's undoubtedly a premium two-way player who could take our playoff ambitions to the next level, but is he worth the risk? Not to mention, there's a growing buzz about other teams potentially swooping in for Butler. Windhorst suggested that some teams that previously felt out of the race might be reconsidering their positions. This makes me wonder, will the Warriors seize this opportunity? Or will we watch another team snag Butler at a bargain price? The Phoenix Suns were initially seen as a potential landing spot for Butler, but it seems Bradley Beal's reluctance to waive his no-trade clause has created a blockade. This could very well pave the way for the Warriors to make a move. As a die-hard Warriors fan, I have to admit the thought of Jimmy Butler donning the blue and gold is tantalizing. He has the ability to be the best player in a playoff series, and if we can get him without sacrificing too much of our future, it could be a game-changer. But at what cost? Do the potential benefits outweigh the risks? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. The Golden State Warriors are in a precarious position right now, sitting at 22-23 and 11th in the Western Conference standings. With the NBA trade deadline fast approaching, the pressure is mounting for a front office that seems hesitant to make any significant moves. It's a situation that leaves many fans, including myself, feeling uneasy. The team could desperately use reinforcements, yet it appears the front office is prioritizing a long-term vision over the present, which poses a serious risk to this season and to the legacy of our star, Steph Curry. One name that's been thrown around in trade discussions is Nikola Vucevic. He certainly represents a potential upgrade in the front court, adding a stretch center dynamic that could complement Curry nicely. Just imagine Vucevic on the floor, drawing defenders away from the basket and allowing Curry the space he needs to work his magic. It feels like a match made in heaven, right? But here's the hitch. The Warriors are reportedly lowballing the Bulls, offering only second-round draft picks when Chicago is asking for a first-rounder. This is where I start to feel conflicted. On one hand, I understand the reluctance to part with a first-round pick, especially given the unpredictability of the draft. However, on the other hand, I can't shake the feeling that this could be a colossal miscalculation. If the Warriors don't act now and end up missing the postseason, what does that mean for Curry? He deserves to be in the championship conversation, and deferring another year just isn't fair to him. It makes me wonder, how much longer can we expect him to be at this elite level? The stakes are high. If the front office fails to make a move before the deadline, it could have a ripple effect on team morale and the overall direction of the franchise. We're talking about a potential rift in the relationship between Curry and the front office, and that's a scenario none of us want to entertain. He's been the face of this franchise through thick and thin, and if he feels that the team isn't doing everything possible to compete, it could lead to bigger issues down the road. I keep thinking about the implications of not acquiring Vucevic or any other difference maker. The Warriors are teetering on the edge of playoff contention, and every game counts. It's a fine line between making a smart financial decision and risking the very core of what makes this team special. For every day that passes without a move, I feel my hope for this season dwindling. And let's be real, as Warriors fans, we're used to aiming high. We want to see our team not just make the playoffs, but contend for another championship. So, what's the right path here? Honestly, I'm torn. I can see both sides. The front office is likely thinking about the future, which is prudent, but at what cost? By not addressing the immediate needs of the team, are they playing with fire? I want to hear from all of you. Do you think the Warriors should meet the Bulls' asking price for Vucevic, or should they hold out for a bigger fish in the offseason? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. This is a critical moment for our franchise, and your voices matter. Share your thoughts on whether you believe the Warriors are making the right choice by playing the long game, or if they should pull the trigger on a trade that could solidify our chances this season. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's keep this conversation going and rally around our team as we head into what could be a pivotal moment in our season. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay updated on everything Golden State Warriors, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Together, let's hope for the best as we navigate through these uncertain times.